Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Chance Stewart, the head football coach at Sturgis High School. How's it going?
Going great. Appreciate you having me on tonight and talking football.
All these coaches love a couple things. They love talking ball, that's for sure. And also they love talking about their kids too. And let's talk about that for a minute. How excited are you about, coming into the season and really how has practice been going heading into a scrimmage day tomorrow?
Yeah, no, this group is exciting, so this will be my fourth year as the head coach. So the seniors are the first group that I pretty much took over with as freshmen. So this is, this is the first group that I've had now for 4 years. So we have 19 seniors. It's the most Sturgis has had in almost 20 years. So 19 seniors is pretty much unheard of in our community. So super excited, makes my life really easy and simple. The expectations are there. They know what I expect from them on a daily basis. And the kids just show up and work. And, it's been a real fun summer and now through the early fall and just really excited to see what we do tomorrow at our scrimmage. That'll be a lot. Biggest goal is to stay healthy, get some good film, and then just, really get things rolling for next week against Coldwater.
Okay, so let's talk about the scrimmage. Where are you guys heading?
So we actually host. So we stay home. Centerville's coming. Penfield, Battle Creek, Penfield, and then Parchment. So we'll have a 4-team scrimmage tomorrow at our home field.
That's awesome. All right. Now it's time for everyone's favorite thing. It's time to talk about some of the returners and some of the guys that are coming back for this and some of the guys to watch for this team. Let's start with the skill positions and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we return, let's see, our quarterback will be a 3-year starter. Both of my tight ends will be 3-year starters. Receivers will be 3-year starters. 3 out of my 5 offensive linemen will be 3-year starters. So of these 19 seniors, 12 of them were starters as sophomores. So there's a lot of experience and a lot of depth in areas. So, when I look at that, having a 3-year starting quarterback is awesome. You can't ask for more than that because he's played in the playoffs. He's played in big games. He's had to do all these things. Now we just got to go out there and play football. So super excited, for our quarterback, Tanner Patrick, both my tight ends, Gibson Carey, Callahan Lamb, both all conference players last year. Really excited to have them back. Rashawn O'Tay and Brock Ferguson will be receivers, 2 of the fastest guys in our conference. And just really excited to kind of see what that all, looks like this year.
What about the offensive and defensive line?
Yeah, so our offensive line, like I said, will be 5 seniors this year. 3 of them will be 3-year starters. Matthew Wickey's the heart and soul of that. He's our center. He's big, 6'5", 315-pound center, just a monster. Does a lot of work for us there. My left tackle, Logan Markey, will be a 3-year starter. 6'2", 340-pound left tackle. He's a big boy. And then our guard will be Alex Massey. He'll be my right guard. Also a 3-year starter, 6 foot, 325. So he's another big one. So those 3 guys have had tons of experience, tons of playing time, and really looking forward to them, kind of setting the tone for us offensively. And then the last 2 guys will be EJ Miller. This will be his first year starting on offensive line. And then Darren Cray will also have a first-year starter on our right tackle.
Absolutely. Okay. So now let's go to linebackers and secondary.
Yeah. So again, Sturgis, we're a small football team. So guys that are starters on offense are more times than not starters on defense. So Gibson Carey, Dalton Tisdale are returning linebackers for us. Gibson Carey was an all-conference middle linebacker last year. And then we'll have our third linebacker will be Dawson Miller. He'll be brand new to our team. On varsity, he'll be a junior. And then our back 4, again, will be Rashawn O'Tay, Caden Waldron, Brock Ferguson, Brandon Myers. So 3 out of those 4 returning starters there also. So a lot of returning starters, a lot of experience, a lot of depth in areas to just allow them to kind of, know what they're doing and go out there and play fast.
Special teams.
Special teams we have a soccer kid coming to kick for us this year. This will be the first year I've ever had that. So Gavin Moore will do our kicking for us. Super excited for that. He's been excellent for us all summer. He's one of our best soccer players, if not one of the best soccer players in the conference. So now having him come over to kick the ball for us will make our life real easy, real simple. So really looking forward to having him do all that for us.
All right. Well, we've talked about all the kids. Now it's time to talk about the schedule. All right, I'll read this one. I'll read this off. Of course, starting off August 25th at Coldwater, August 31st, home against Kalamazoo Central in week 2. Week 3 is September 8th, home against Pawpaw. September 15th at Plainwell. September 22nd, home against Niles. September 29th, home against Otsego. October 6th at Vicksburg. October 13th at Three Rivers, and finishing out the regular season home against Edwardsburg on the 20th. Yeah, so a pretty good schedule and a pretty tough conference that you're in. Kind of explain the Wolverine conference for people that might not know.
Yeah, I think the Wolverine doesn't get enough credit for how good it really is. I mean, last year we sent 5 teams to the playoffs, so 5 of the 8 were in the playoffs last year. It's head to toe. Edwardsburg has dominated the conference for the last 20 years. They've been the standard. That's just how it is. So everyone's kind of been chasing them. This is the year that they have a brand new coach. Coach Bart's retired at the end of last year. I think everyone's kind of was excited by that. Kind of opened door a little bit for that. So Edwardsburg has been the standard for so long. That's kind of what's to expect. If you want to be the best, you got to beat Edwardsburg. But the schedule is lined up pretty well. We finally have Coldwater back on the schedule, first time in over 9 years. It's the 7th longest rivalry in the state of Michigan. Sturgis and them. This will be the 98th meeting all time. So really excited to have them back on. When I played for Sturgis, that was our biggest rivalry. Coldwater and everything. Now, the kids don't quite experience that or haven't experienced it yet and don't quite know that yet. They've heard it enough from alumni and everyone else in the community, how big of a football game this will be. So really excited for that. Of course, right now our kids' biggest rivalry is Three Rivers. So week 8 will be a huge one for us, especially going on the road. We beat them year 1. Then year 2, they beat us on a last-second touchdown at their place. This past year, we beat up on them pretty good at home. So it's a really good football game that's back and forth that, really forget the record. It doesn't matter. When these two teams get together, it's a good football game. So, really looking forward to those 2 games. But also, Pawpaw's another one. We've yet, since I've been the head football coach, we've yet to beat Pawpaw, we've yet to beat Vicksburg, and we've yet to beat Edwardsburg. So those are 3 games right there that, we've got to kind of buck up a little bit here and get ready to rock and roll. If we want to take that next step in the conference, those 3 teams we got to beat. So, I like the flow of our schedule. I think it works out really well, especially with the 2 non-conference at the beginning of the schedule. Gives us an opportunity to get things rolling. And then that big second home game against Pawpaw will be huge. It'll be a big one for us. So I'm looking forward to it. I know our kids, each one of them they circle different games that they're more fired up for. I know a handful of them are excited for Pawpaw because they, last year beat up on us pretty good. And then Vicksburg, I know, is another one that kids are really excited for because it's kind of a game that we kind of let get out of hand last year that shouldn't have. So super excited for that. And then just kind of see where everything goes.
All right. Let's get to, what are you going to look for in the scrimmage?
Hold on one second. I'm getting attacked by dogs right now. Give me a second. Hey, get up. Get up. Ooh. All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right. That was fun. You never know what could happen in these things. So what are you going to look for tomorrow in the scrimmage?
Biggest thing is staying healthy. We've got great depth in certain positions, but also I need guys staying healthy, so it's a great opportunity for us to go out there and fly around and hit. But it's also an opportunity for us to go get hurt. So, and you hate losing a kid before the season even starts. I know my high school career, every year we lost a starter in our scrimmage and it just sucks. So that's the biggest thing. Number 2, there's a couple JV varsity kids right now that are on the kind of the edge of potentially being a varsity player or a JV player. I'm excited to see what they look like tomorrow because tomorrow is kind of like the last audition. If they come out here and they play great and fly around, they could be varsity football players week 1. They come out there and they're a little hesitant early on. Hey, you know what? Maybe they'll be a varsity player later in the year. Maybe it's just not yet. So excited to see that. But the biggest thing is just, especially in this early on, you want to see kids fly around, excited. You finally get to hit somebody a different color jersey, fly around, have fun, take care of the football, especially offensively, with calling plays. I want us to take care of the football. Eliminate those mental mistakes and, just get excited. Football's here now. That's the thing. I know, like last week was such a grind with camp. You're doing your 2-a-days, you're doing those long days. Our kids are pretty much at the school from about 2:30 till about 9 at night. It's a long day. That's all over. Now we just get to, you're there from about 3:15 to 6 every day. Days are short, and just when you come out there on the football field, fly around, have fun, and let's just get ready to go and beat Coldwater in week 1. So.
Chance Stewart, the head football coach at Sturgis, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you guys this coming season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.